Hello, welcome back to the FX Championship 2027 Season 5 here in Monaco. It's your boy King Razza III back in your commentary booth, ready for the 5th round of the FX Season 5 series. If you have just tuned in and if you missed out the last episode in Australia, we're in a world of domination from Inferno Motorsport. Yeah, Sawyer, after a really tough, I must say, Qatar GP, he have come back here in Australia to take the win, and we're here in Monaco for the first street race track in the season, and this track is a track where it's difficult to overtake, and that's why qualifying is key. Consists of a total of 19 corners, only one DRS zones, and this track is a world famous track. You see it on Formula 1, you see it in Formula 2, you see it in all other motorsports around the world, and I can't wait to see what these drivers have in store for us today here in Monaco. But this is what the championship looked like following the last result in Australia, and it is Sawyer leading the way by Connor in second place by only a couple of points, I must say. So yes, it's a really good start for Sawyer. Connor second, then Brindley down in third, Rari fourth, then Maya, Elijah, Ethan, Yara, Megan, Jackson, Bradson, Salash, Parker, Biggie, Noah, Shiloh, Maddie, Mike, Salish and Jordan. That is your championship order so far as we head into the next round of the championship. And my, this one is going to be, this race is going to be very interesting because it's qualifying matters. But the big question is, can Inferno Motorsports, yes, get a 5th win in a row? It's 2-2 apiece between Sawyer and Connor of wins. Remember, Sawyer won 2, Connor won 2. Who's going to win the 5th one? Or can anyone in the field, yes, can anyone in the field try and deny their streak of wins? Wow, we're going to find out. And do not count out Brindley, because Brindley, Ryan Meyer, it is a very close championship. Very close championship. But let's get into it. The starter grid for the Monaco GP. And oh my goodness, it's not an Inferno front row lockout. It is Yaya on pole position with Ethan starting in second place. Megan will round up the field in third. Biggie, holy macaroni, Diamond Nitro up there in 4th place. Wow. Shiloh starts in 5th, and Jackson, he'll be starting 6th. So great qualifying for the likes of FAX Racing. Branson 7th, and Sawyer down in 8th place, who is sitting there in first in the championship. Then Rari starting 9th, Connor in 10th. So not good qualifying for Inferno Motorsport. So that's 11th, and then we have Mike started in 12th. Then we have the likes of Parker starting 13th with Brindley. She will be starting 14th. That's not a good qualifying for her. She's got a lot of making up to do in the race. Maya 15th, disappointing qualifying for her. Jordan line up in 16th. Elijah, what happened to the pace of him? Starting 17th. And then Noah, yet again, still struggling with his car, starting 18th. Salish 19th, still struggling with her car. And Maddie line up the field in 20th. But that's a big shot. Yaya is on pole position, so that is very interesting. And remember, it's hard to overtake. So can Yaya, after a few seasons of struggle, can she finally turn it over here in Monaco? Remember, season 4 in FX, she struggled. Remember, in the first 2 races, she struggled. Can she get a win here in Monaco? Let's find out, because the 5 red lights are up on your screens. And it's lights out, and away we go. That's a really good getaway from Yaya as we head into turn 1. And you can see that Yaya already going to be done. Megan moved up into second place, even lost position. And now Megan, as it heads through the long chicane into turn 3 we go. Megan's trying to fight it out for the lead. Can she get the move done? Yaya will have the inside line as we head into council section. And Yaya just managed to stay ahead of Megan as Ethan is getting done by Biggie, and he got sent into the wall. Biggie got sent Ethan into the wall, and unfortunately for Ethan, he's dropped down to 4th place now, and he's going to get overtaken now by Shiloh as he head into the lights of turn 10, the big braking zone of the chicane, the difficult part of the track, and Shiloh got the move done. So Ethan, a very disappointing start. The driver who started 2nd place already found himself down to P5, but it is Yaya who ran out the field. She will be leading the way as we end lap 1, as there goes the likes of Branson, dive bombing Salash into the final corner, and there you go, Branson P6, DRS is now enabled as to start lap 2, hour 27, and Yaya is leading the way. Megan P2, Biggie third, what a start for him, Shiloh 4th place. Wow, what a crazy start to this race. As we're watching now, Rare making a move on Branson, and Rare's gonna try and send it down the inside into turn 5 we go. Can you get a move done? Branson trying to fight it back, but you make contact with Rare and got a 5-second penalty for doing so. So I think that's a bit harsh by Racing Control, but it is what it is. Branson got a 5-second penalty just after making a little love tap to the back of Rare. But yeah, Rare 6th place. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, these are your tyre compounds for some of these drivers who starting on Yara on the soft, Megan also on soft, Biggie on soft, Shiloh and Ethan, they're on mediums. Literally everyone else are on soft besides the likes of Sawyer, who's your championship leader, down there in 12th on the mediums. Maya is the only driver on the hards, and I'm not surprised that Maya has lost a couple of positions, I must say. She's down there in P15. No, actually, she stayed where she started, so Maya stayed in P15. And then we have Salish on the softs. We got Mike on the mediums, Noah mediums, and Maddie on mediums. But I've got to be honest, those guys are like the slowest drivers. They're not showing any signs of life of performance, I must say, in their cars to try and fight out for some points today. And Salish is, I think Salish is the only driver who doesn't have a point on her name. So yeah, Salish is really struggling in this season. As we're watching Megan now, oh, yellow flag set to 2. Someone had a moment. I don't know who it is, but someone did have a moment rather around in set to 2. I wonder if that's near the council section, turn 5, 6, 7. I wonder if it's around there, but I didn't quite really catch who was around and who has damage. It looks like no one has front wing damage, so it looks like someone had a spin somewhere in sector 2. But yeah, unfortunately I couldn't find who it was quick enough because there's no replays on this game. So I wish there are replays on this game so we can see who had that moment, but it is what it is. We've got to deal with what we have for now. As he skips the laps later onto lap 9 now, and we're watching Parker, who's coming to the pits. Our first pit stop, we're on lap 9. This is when the softs are starting to grade. You can see Brittany is now in. Parker, she has gone to the hards, so that's interesting. She's going to try and go long. Brittany, I believe, is going onto the softs. As there goes Maya to the inside of Connor, and Maya is up there into P9. Great move, and I'm not surprised because look at the state of Connor's softs. Those softs are starting to lose tire compound. You can see it's started to degrade a little bit, so we're expecting the soft runners to come into the pits. But yeah, Yaya is absolutely dominating this race. She is now 2 seconds ahead of Megan. Biggie is there in 3rd place. And I gotta say, Biggie, he's doing a really good job, I must say, for his team, Diamond Nitro Racing. I gotta say, Diamond Nitro Racing, I don't really talk about them, but for the first 4 rounds of this season, they were absolutely nowhere. They absolutely don't have the pace at all in any of the tracks. They were really struggling for performance. This is a big opportunity for them to get some decent points today. But Biggie, he is getting catched by Shiloh, and Shiloh might be looking for the move. Here comes Shiloh to the inside of Biggie, and Shiloh got the move done. She's over to P2 now with those medium compound tires, and it's not like the mediums are now starting to grade a little bit. So yeah, look like the mediums are the quickest now. Wow, the mediums are quicker than the softs at this stage of the race. There is Yara, who made a pit stop for another set of soft compound tires. So that's interesting. Some drivers, there's lots of different strategies going on. Some people are going for the hard, some people are going for the soft for their second stint. And look how quick, look at the grip that Yara has. And she's catching Branson. She's going to try it into the fastest section of the track, into the lights on turn 15 and 16. And Yara is through. That is a very risky move, I must say. You don't see overtaking there, but Yara got to be done. She was confident and she took that inside line, and she's through up to the P4. And now our next driver to catch is Ethan, who's sitting there in 3rd place. We're now watching Biggie now. He come into the pits to get rid of those softs. He's going onto the mediums, so that's interesting. So yeah, Biggie onto the mediums. So lots of mixed strategies going on. So which strategy is gonna work? That is the big question. Who is going to pull this one off? Because I gotta say, it's really hard. I said it before at the start of this episode. It's really hard to overtake here in Monaco, and you don't see much overtaking. But I'm surprised that we're seeing lots of overtakes happening in this race today. But yeah, it's all about strategy and getting your strategy correct. If you get it wrong, then you're going to lose yourself so much time. Oh, yellow flag set to 2. Someone had a moment. Who is that? Oh, that's Aiden Jackson. Jackson is around, and he's around at turn 7, I believe. And unfortunately for him, he's going to lose a lot of time. So, and he just pitted for the sauce. He just pitted for the sauce. So that's big disappointing. He started 6th. Oh, you don't want to have mistakes like that. I was watching Yaya, who's absolutely flying her way by the likes of Shyla, but Shyla's trying to keep her foot in that, you know, but unfortunately she just lost out a little bit. She's going to try and sneak a little bit into turn 5, throw lane to turn 6. She's still trying, but Yaya covered that one off and she remains in 2nd place. I gotta say, Shiloh, she tried it. She absolutely tried it, but she just doesn't have the grip. Those fresh softs on Yara's car is absolutely working dividends for her, and now she's catching the likes of Megan, who's on those worn-out softs for 12 laps now, and I'm not surprised that Yara's gonna get this redone, and she's gonna go for the same overtake like she did on other drivers through the risky part of the track into turn 15 and 16, and she's through. Yara back up into P1. I mean, yeah, I feel like Yaya has finally found her groove. She found what she was missing when she was driving this car, and it looked like she's coming alive here in Monaco. She had a very disappointing season 4 in FX, and now here in Monaco, after 5 rounds, it's looking like that she is in control of this race. And yeah, unless we have a safety car or something that could make it even more interesting. But yeah, Yaya is definitely in control of this race. As we're watching Mike coming into the pits, he's going to pit for the soft compound tires. Let's see what he can do with that. As he comes out in the pits, he's going to come behind. Oh, actually, he's going to come. Oh, that's Brinley! Sorry, I'm sorry about Mike, but Brinley had a front right puncher. Isn't that so weird that the top drivers in this championship are having bad luck here? Like, I gotta say, throughout this season so far, it's the top drivers in the championship who are getting punches, who are spinning out of the race. And for Brinley, oh dearie me, that is not looking good for her. A front right puncher, that's probably her race ruined, because I mean, where did she start? She started all the way down P14, so yeah, it's not a good day for Brinley or for Lux Pulse Racing for her end, actually, because her teammate Yaya is absolutely dominating this one. But yeah, for Brinley, who is in this championship fight for FX Season 5, yeah, this is definitely a race to forget. This is definitely a race to forget. But anything can happen. We're only on lap 15. Anything can happen. As what she's saying, she just made a move on Noah, and now it looks like Salash is going to make a move on Noah. I think Noah's on worn down mediums. Those mediums are absolutely done for, and I gotta say, Noah and Shadow, they've been on those mediums for a very long time. They've been on those mediums since, I believe, since this race started. So yeah, they've been on this for 15 laps. Is that other drivers? Maddie, I think, also have been on those mediums for 15 laps. So yeah, Shiloh, I mean, what is her strategy here? She's going long, as so is Ethan, as we're watching now Connor making a move on Noah. Noah's just going backwards. He's just going backwards, and I just feel like that Shiloh, when she makes that pit stop, she's going to lose so much time. And she started 5th. She started this race in 5th. I just don't think whatever she's trying to do, I don't think it's going to work. As there goes Jordan up the inside of Noah, because this is what a consequence could be right now. But as we're watching Noah just losing so many positions right now, yeah, I just feel like Charlotte made a big mistake. And look at the state of those meters. It's absolutely horrible. As we got a yellow flag. Oh, that's Megan! Megan is around now! Megan is around at turn 7! Oh, it's a horrible day for the Phoenix Edge Racing team! Megan is around, and oh dear, and Megan was in the hunt for the podium. Well, you can kiss that goodbye, because yeah, that's a race ruined. Wow, both cars for Phoenix Edge Racing making the same mistake. You don't see mistakes from them today, but yeah, the team is, yeah, really struggling here today, and yeah, it's definitely going to be a day forget for Megan and for Jackson. That's very disappointing, and yeah, Megan must be kicking herself after making that mistake. As we're watching Rai making a move on Shiloh. Now here we go. Let the pain start for Shiloh, because now she's getting catched by all the others behind who's on fresher tires. And yeah, Rai is through. Biggie is also through. Shiloh, wow, she's gonna feel some pain for the next couple of laps. I don't know how long she's gonna keep going on these mediums, because if she keep going on these mediums, she's at risk of getting a puncture here. So yeah, she's been on those mediums for 70 laps, ladies and gents. 70 laps since the start of this race. 10 laps to go now. Yaya, she's 14 seconds ahead of Rai, and yeah, it's clear to say it's not like nothing can beat Yaya if there's a safety car or something that can spoil her race. Because I gotta say, she is taking this race on her own. As now Rai is in the pits. She's in the pits now. She's been in this sauce for 8 laps, I believe. So now she's going to come into the pits, get rid of the sauce, and go to the medium combat tires, possibly to the end of this race. Let's see what she can do to try and get some positions and get some good points today. I gotta say, Rose Racing, they're looking pretty good, I must say. As Shiloh finally comes into the pits to put on another set of mediums. After 80 laps on those worn out mediums, she's on fresh mediums, and look how much time she's losing. Look how much places she's dropping, all the way down to P18. Oh dear. Yeah, it's not looking good for Shiloh. I don't know what strategy she and her team were trying to do. Titan Racing, yeah, I just feel like they made the wrong call. They made the wrong call, and unfortunately for them, it's looking like it's going to be a recovery drive to try and get into the points paying positions, which is the top 10. Remember, if you finish in the top 10, you'll get some points. If you set the fastest lap in the top 10, you get a bonus point. That's what happens. That's the rules in FX and in the FA series. But we're turning our attention now to Parker. We're on board with her. He's trying to catch to Maya, who's currently in third, and she's been on those hards for around a long time, I must say, 20 laps right now, and she is absolutely getting closed up on the likes of Parker. Look at this is what it results in. All the other cars behind her are trying to make a move on her. There you go, Salash making the move on Rai. Maya actually is ahead a little bit because of these guys are fighting so much, and now Rai's defending against Megan. Remember, Megan had that spin. She's trying to recover some positions. And what a move! She's making a dive bomb on Maya. You see that move into turn 10? That's an incredible move from Megan. Can she keep that going? Because it's not like Maya's going to try and fight this one back. Into just came we go. She's a worn out sauce. How she's defending, I don't know. Can Maya set it up the inside? She is going to set up the inside. The two of them still alongside each other. Round the final we go, and Maya just got the move done. She's up there P4 with a really worn out hard combat tires, and now it is Rai's turn to try and get past Megan. Here she comes up the hill we go. There we go. Rai tried to make the move done. She got blocked a little bit by her teammate. That's not going to help her out, but she's going to be side by side with Megan, probably going for the dive bomb on her teammate. No, Rai just stays ahead, and she's now going to look on the move on her teammate. Oh my goodness, this is really spicing up for the place for P4 position, ladies and gentlemen, as they head into the tunnel section. Let's fight for fourth is on between the two teammates of Rose Racing. Here comes Rai to the inside into turn 10. They nearly made contact. They're still going side by side. Can Rai keep the move done? They're still going at it, but Rai just got the move done. She eats ahead, and Rai's into P4. That got a little bit scary, I must say, for Rose Racing, but they managed to keep it clean. They did bang tyres, no damage on both of their cars. What a brilliant fight between Rai and Maya for Rose Racing. That was incredible. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. And now Salash is going to make a move now at Maya. I feel like those hards that Maya has are absolutely done for. Here comes Salash to the outside, trying to make the move on Maya. Let's see, can she get the move done? Well, she got the move done even before we get to the braking zone on turn 5. and Solange is up there to P5. What a move from her. What a day, I must say, for Diamond Nitro Racing. Solange P5, Biggie P2. Yes, he doesn't have the pace against Yaya, who is absolutely flying up there, who has the fastest lap on her name. But what a day for Biggie and for Solange and for Parker. Hang on a minute, when did Parker start? She started P13. Parker started this race P13 and she's running 3rd place. How insane is that? So Parker, I think she might be on a run to get her first podium of this season. Wow. Never count out Blaze Velocity. They really cut their strategy, let me tell you. They really cut their strategy and they head to the penultimate lap of this race. We're seeing lots more fighting going on. Connor, he recovers his position up into P7 as Charlotte's having a fight with Jordan and with and I must say with Megan right now. Megan's having a very, very tough race. After that spin, let's just call it, after that spin, that's when her race went down the hill, down the drain, I must say. And now she's defending against the midfielders. Oh dear, it's a day to forget for Megan. It's a day to forget for Jackson as well. He's running out of the order as well as we head into the tunnel section. These guys are really giving it a big fight. But yeah, Diamond Nitro Racing, well into done. But Parker for Blaze Velocity, wow, what a drive from her today. And for Jordan, because Jordan's going to finish in the points as well. So it's not like that they're going to get some points. Blaze Velocity. Absolutely incredible stuff. So well done to them. They really deserve it. They really deserve it because that strategy was insane. Connor, he did really well actually. He started P10. He's going to finish in P6. He's looking like if he can defend against the guys behind, because we're on the final lap of this race and Jackson is having a fight with his teammate right now. They're both out of the order, but for Yaya, it's a world of domination from her here in Monaco after all the struggle in FX Season 4 and the first 4 races of the season. She rounded the final corner, she found the spot, she found the performance, and she finally got a win in FX. Yaya wins the Monaco Grand Prix in a world of dominance and concludes the streak from Inferno Motorsports of wins. And yes, that's gotta feel so good for her. Biggie, put your hands together for him. 2nd place, brilliant qualifying, brilliant race. Diamond Nitro, they're gonna be happy with that result. He will cross the line to finish 2nd, but my drive of the day, it has to go to Parker. What a drive, what a strategy, bad qualifying, but because of the strategy, it's all about strategy here in Monaco, and Parker and Blaze Velocity Racing absolutely nailed it to the park right now, and that's why she's going to finish in 3rd. But my, what an incredible Monaco Grand Prix. I was not expecting that much overtaking around this track, but it's Yaya victorious in a world of dominance for today. So here's your results after an incredible Monaco GP. I was not expecting that much action, but we had it. We got it. We absolutely got it. Yaya takes the win for today, as yes, she ends the streak of Inferno Motorsports of wins as Biggie 2nd place, then Parker, Vara, really good job to finish 4th, Solange in 5th, brilliant result from her. Connor 6th place, well done to him actually to recover some positions. As Ethan 7th place, Maya, Jordan, Charlotte, Branson, Elijah, Jackson, Megan, Salish, Maddie, Noah, Mike, Sawyer, Brinley. Wow, we had some losing this one. Jackson, Megan, Sawyer, Brinley. It's a day to forget for those drivers because yeah, they had an awful race, a big awful race. Boom. Wow, that was incredible. That was honestly incredible, and for Yaya to finally find her groove after a heap of pain and struggle in Season 4 and the first 2 races of the season, that gotta feel good. That gotta feel good that she finally got a win in FX, and now she could try and target for the championship, because this is what it looked like after an incredible race. Sawyer's lead of the way, Connor 2nd, by Yaya now in 3rd, Brinley, Vara, Maya, Ethan, Biggie, Parker, Elijah, Slash, Megan, Jackson, Branson, Noah, Shutter, Jordan, Maddie, Mike, Salish. But I gotta say, Sawyer, Connor, there's only 1 point separated between the 2. yes, the top of the championship is looking really tight, as this is what the Constructor Championship like. FAX Racing closing in on Infraction Motorsport, who's leading the way with FAX Racing third, Dominant Nitro, then fourth, Phoenix Edge, Hero Force, then Titan, Blaze Velocity, Solid Vortex, and Midnight Apex. And that is your constructor standings, and that's how we conclude this episode. Thank you all for watching. The championship is definitely heated up as we head into the halfway point of the season, but can Sawyer defend and get all the drives behind him? We'll find out when FX returns. Bye bye and good night.